Fight unforgiveness. What did Jesus say? The first time I read that scripture, I said, why is Jesus talking about faith? He said, have faith. Say to this mountain, move, it shall be moved. Then he now says, but if you are praying, and you remember that you have unforgiveness against your neighbor, go and release him from your heart. The reason he is putting it there is because for many of us, or for some of us, some of the things we have been faithing and we don't have is because of unforgiveness. It is blocking our faith. Forgive your father. I know he didn't send you to school, but that is past history. He didn't send you to school. Send yourself to school. And by the way, if school was important for your progress in life, God would have made sure you went to school. So instead of crying and saying, my father and my mother, they don't do me well. No. Listen, school now, there is formal school, there is informal school. You can go and enroll in a cooking class and learn cooking. And in case you don't know, most of the billionaires in the world today, they didn't go to formal school. Forgive your father, forgive your mother. The man broke your heart, forgive them. Why am I forgiving them? I'm forgiving them for my sake, not for their sake. That's why Jesus put it in that scripture. That means all your faith and you're harboring unforgiveness and malice, you will still be faithing it and nothing will happen. Nobody said it's easy, but release them from your heart. Nobody says you have to be friends with everybody, but don't keep bitterness in your heart for anybody. They say the person that is harboring bitterness against another person is like somebody drinking acid and waiting for the offender to fall down and die. Because it also brings complications in your health. Release them. Not for their sake, but for my sake. The man got you pregnant and didn't marry you. Release him. You dated the man for 12 years. He didn't marry you. Release him. Your past can only stop your future if you allow it. Release him. If I want my faith to work, and listen to me, in this life, it is impossible for people not to offend you. It is impossible. It is impossible for people not to step on your toes. It is impossible. In other words, what people do to me is not as important as how I react to what people do to me. Release them. Because unforgiveness is an enemy of your faith.